Hey everyone, Tony D and Little Joan here with a screenwriter's rant on Trust, Victoria Justice romantic mystery movie. Not much of a mystery here, but it's about a young couple. They're beautiful, of course, and here they are. I don't know if they're husband and wife or whatever, but she runs an art gallery and discovers this artist who's, of course, strikingly handsome, and he paints a lot of naked girls. And the boyfriend or husband's like, aha, yeah, right. And this guy is immediately all up in his woman. Like, immediately. Immediately saying vulgar stuff. He's trying to be a nice guy, and then he's like, I like your girl. I like your girl. Like, dude, that's pretty brazen. Um, and it's just what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. Based on the play Push by Kristen Lazarian, I think both these people cheat on each other is the deal, but I'm not sure. So he wants to go to Paris for Christmas. She turns him down, and then the next thing you know, she gets an invite to go to Paris with this guy, but he says it's for business. Oh right, yeah, business. So he ends up, I don't know, I guess he works on the news, and he ends up by himself back in New York, I guess, drinking at a bar, meeting a hot blonde, and you could pretty much write what happens from here. So I think they cheat on each other. is the deal? I think it's New York. Is that New York? Kind of looks like New York. Anyhow, they're a couple, and maybe they cheated on each other, and the blonde comes back, and they're going back and forth with their lies and jealousy, and he punches the artist. There he is punching the artist, and it goes back and forth like that. From Vertical Entertainment, directed by Brian DeSubilis, screenplay by Kristen Lazarian, K.S. Bruce, and Brian DeSubilis. Victoria Justice. I've heard that name. I don't remember what she's famous for. And Matthew Daddario. He's the brother of somebody else who's famous, another actress, Catherine McNamara. I don't think I know her. And Lucien Leviscount. It looks okay. It's not my kind of movie. I'm not so into the relationships. I will say it looks like a higher end version of a chick flick. And I don't say that in a disparaging way, but I think this would be very appealing to women because it's about relationships. Who cheated, who didn't, who's right, who's wrong. Like, women like to drill down into that stuff and get into it. For me, and I think a more male oriented audiences, it's drama. It's relationship drama. And that's not as interesting to us. It's like, oh God, this. I'd rather see a movie where the characters do something other than sit in bars and complain about their significant others. It's nice that people in the movie get to go out without face mask. That's refreshing. Hopefully, we'll get to do what the movie people do one day. Ooh. Stuck here in New Jersey. Damn face mask everywhere. So yeah, I mean, it looks okay. I'm very biased against it because it's not my kind of movie. I see a trailer like this. I almost didn't cover it because I'm just like, ugh. Because I don't care about the characters. I don't care about some rando dude and his girlfriend, and he wants to go to Paris, and then he lets this guy immediately start macking on his girl. No. You gotta draw a line right there and then. You gotta be like, F you, buddy. Stay away from her. You stay away from her. Not much he could do though, because the guy is built and he's kind of skinny, and she's working with him. So it's like, what are you gonna do with an obnoxious jerk like that? You probably have to go to the girl and be like, listen, you gotta dump this guy and get another artist. But she'll be like, I'm not dumping him. I'm gonna make all this money. All right, my advice: get out before it happens. Get out before it happens. But yeah, I think I can kind of see where this is going. Act one, they have a happy relationship, everything's going great. At the end of Act one, the artist shows up, right? That starts causing some friction. Act two, he wants to go to Paris. She doesn't want to go. Then she ends up going with him, and it's like, what the hell? He ends up in a bar drunk, ends up banging this blonde. She ends up in Paris, has, for women, it's not so much about sex. They can kind of rationalize that. I think it's the emotional cheating that they're more invested in. So either way, I think she cheats on him too. Then they come back together, and they're both hiding something. So, right, it's about like, well, who did the worst thing? You did this, I did this. He's acting weird, she's acting odd. She's spending too much time at the gallery with that guy. He's spending too much time out by himself. So, their relationship starts to crumble. Or maybe there's some twist in there. Maybe it turns out he didn't sleep with her. Maybe she's just blackmailing him. The blonde shows up. The artist shows up. And who knows what the ending. I mean, the ending could go in a number of ways, right? So the third act could be they resolve it, and they get back together. Their relationship is stronger for it. Kind of doubt it. It could be they both break up, go their separate ways. Could be they both end up with the other person. Who knows? It's based on a play, Push, so that's not bad. Plays, if they're written well, have a lot of good banter in them, so they'll be dialogue driven. The problem with transitioning a play into a movie, plays typically don't have a lot of production value. They have to insert it, and since that's not crucial to the actual action, it feels like it's inserted. You see all these shots of Paris or whatever, and you're just like, well, yeah, I already know they've gone to Paris, but like the movie makers are trying to make the movie bigger than it is. So that's an issue when you're transitioning movies to plays. It's hard to do. Or they go the opposite. They do it so much. There's so many scenes in so many different places that it seems unnecessary and undermines whatever the dialogue was. So it's a tough call. Trust is the name of the movie. It drops sometime in 2021. Sounds like a movie your girlfriend will make you watch.